A welfare crackdown unveiled by George Osborne wins strong backing from voters in a new opinion poll. The ICM survey for the Sunday Telegraph also shows that the public backs the Chancellor's plans to leave the state pension out of an overall cap on welfare payments. The findings come as ministers prepare to announce measures this week to stop foreigners abusing free NHS treatment and curbs on rogue landlords who rent properties to illegal immigrants. The poll gives the Conservatives a boost because of the support for measures outlined by Mr Osborne in the spending review last week, although Labour has increased its overall lead over the Tories. ICM Research interviewed a sample of 2006 adults aged 18 plus online on 28 June 2013. Using the company's Wisdom Index method, which asks voters to predict the result of the next election rather than which party they would back, Labour is on 34%, up 2 points on last month. The Tories are unchanged on 29%, with the Liberal Democrats down 1 point on 15%. The UK Independence Party is down to 13%, adding to evidence that its recent surge is fading. David Cameron and Mr Osborne are viewed as the best team to manage the economy by 30% of voters, comfortably ahead of Ed Miliband and Ed Balls on 23%, but the poll is far from a ringing endorsement of the Tory duo because 33% chose neither team. Mr Osborne wins the support of nearly two-thirds of voters, 64% for his plan for an overall cap on benefits spending which would exclude the state pension. Just 23% say the cap should include the state pension, a move which Mr Balls has floated. More than half of voters believe that universal benefits, including the winter fuel allowance and free bus passes, should no longer be paid to all pensioners. 56% say the payments should be restricted to those who really need them, while 38% believe they should continue to be paid for all. Unsurprisingly, older voters are keener to preserve their universal status than younger people. A range of welfare measures announced by Mr Osborne last week wins high levels of support, with 87% backing the cutting of benefits for jobless immigrants who refuse to take English lessons and 63% supporting moves to make lone parents attend job centers and prepare for work when their youngest child reaches 3. Just over half, 53%, favor making new claimants wait 7 days before they get their first payment, while a move to end automatic pay rises for public sector staff is backed by 47%. Tory strategists, who are keen to focus attention on welfare, on which it believes the opposition is weak, hailed the poll results. Grant Shapps, the Tory co-chairman, said, "This shows that the public overwhelmingly back the Conservative idea that people who want to work hard and get on in life should be given every opportunity." Labour sources said many of the measures unveiled by Mr Osborne last week had already been suggested by the opposition. This week ministers will announce moves to close loopholes that allow migrants and other foreigners who are not entitled to free NHS treatment, to avoid being charged. They will include a new registration and tracking system and tightening up of the European health insurance card system, which is used to claim back costs from visitors' governments. The current system fails to identify thousands of Europeans every year, effectively giving them free healthcare, according to sources at the Department of Health. In 2011-12, the NHS estimated that foreign nationals should have paid around £33 million, while insurers have put the annual cost of abuse of the system at between £50 million and £200 million. Jeremy Hunt, the Health Secretary, said, "No one expects health workers to become immigration guards, and we want to work alongside doctors to bring about improvements, but I'm clear we must all work together to protect the NHS from costly abuse." Ministers plan to target private landlords who fail to make checks on new tenants to make sure they are not illegal immigrants.